Hi, Madbronco here. Today I'm at Automotodrom Grobnik in Croatia to have a go at their driving experience and drive these three cars behind me around the circuit. I'm not here to compete in a race or try and set any lap records. I'm just here to have a go in the cars and do a few laps and most of all have some fun. I'm now going to get suited up and take the first car out for a spin. Not literally, I hope. So I hope you will join me and see how I get on. Right, okay, so I'm in the first car of the day now, which is the 2017 Mercedes-Benz AMG C63S. I'm all strapped in, I'm ready to go, so I think we'll get it into gear and get out on a route lap. Wow, that was a bit of a mouthful, saying the name of this car. It's a pretty nice car, has to be said. Obviously this is the first car of the day, the fast road car. Sounds pretty fast. The exhaust note of a V8. So I think this is going to be some fun. And yeah, we're in Croatia today at Automotodrom. It's a bit of a mouthful as well. Grobnik. Quite a cool circuit actually. Didn't really know the circuit, never seen it on TV or anything. I do actually understand that they used to race the motorcycle Grand Prix here back in the 80s, when this part of the world was actually Yugoslavia. So it was the Yugoslavian motorcycle Grand Prix. But anyway, it's just nowadays used as, you know, driving experience, track day type of circuit like we're doing. Lovely scenery around the outside, as you can see, the mountains and stuff. But obviously we need to keep our eye on the track. Quite an interesting track. A little bit of elevation change. Some interesting curbs and there with the tyres buried in the ground. It's not something you see very often nowadays. Obviously this is very old school style of circuit. Very little runoff. As you can see, the grass is pretty much up to the circuit all the way round. No tarmac runoffs and a few gravel traps. Anyway, as we get round to near the end of the lap, we'll start winding it up to full throttle now. Some more of them tyres buried in the ground. We come, whoa, steady there. As we come across the start finish straight, start. Okay, as we come up to finish the first lap, that wasn't too bad. Let's see what we can do on lap 2. Okay, as we come up to finish the lap 2, that didn't feel too bad either. See if we can do another good one on our last lap. Whoa, and that's it. That's the 3 laps. Well, that was a lot of fun. Certainly enjoyed that. This was a bit tricky, this getting into this first corner. A couple of times there I almost overshot. Obviously you're coming along the fast start-finish straight. That's quite a cool section. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Yeah, that was good fun. I mean, this is kind of tricky through here. A little bit of feathering of the throttle, etc. This corner here you have to be very patient. It seems to go on forever, round and round and round. But yeah, that was certainly a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. Obviously I wasn't pushing crazy hard in this car. Yeah, it is a pretty fast car. It does handle pretty well, but obviously at the end of the day it is a road car, so I'm on treaded tyres. Suspension is probably a little bit soft. It's not totally set up for the track, but yeah, felt pretty good. A lot of fun. Obviously keep seeing them tyres buried in the ground on a couple of corners is a little bit off-putting, but I suppose that's the idea of them, to keep you away from cutting the corner, because there's absolutely no way you want to cut that corner. But wow, you've got to say the scenery is pretty spectacular. A little bit too spectacular actually. I'm sure you could get quite easily distracted by this beautiful scenery moving around in front of you in the view. But anyway, there's them blooming tyres buried in the ground again. So anyway, as we make our way back to the pit lane, pit entrance, we'll get into our pits. Bit of a chicane here because obviously it's a bit of a straight run in, obviously to slow people down. Bit of a tricky little chicane to weave our way through. We're down the far end of the pit lane. But yeah, I enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. I was kind of looking forward to, well, I look forward to all of my driving experiences, but obviously the layout of the circuit looked pretty interesting, and it's even better now I've got here. So yeah, interesting to see what the lap times were. So we pull up to our box and let's see. Well, that was a lot of fun. I could have driven some more laps. Anyway, the 3 lap times for the 2017 Mercedes-Benz AMG C63S are lap 1, 1:44.7, lap 2, 1:40.9, and lap 3, 1:43 dead. Nothing record breaking, I'm afraid, but certainly a good start to the day, even if the times are a little bit up and down and not very consistent. Anyway, I am now going to get ready to drive something faster, so please join me and let's see how I do. Right, okay, so I'm in the second car of the day now, which is the 2016 Porsche 911 GT3R. I'm all strapped in, I'm ready to go, so I think we'll get it into gear and get out on our outlap. So, okay, I've been round in the first car of the day, got a bit of a feel for the circuit. The times were a little bit up and down. I had my best lap on the second lap. I must admit, thinking about it afterwards, I did have a little bit of a mistake there on the third lap. Kind of had to back off, nearly went off the circuit. So the third lap wasn't as good as it could have been, but anyway, still had a lot of fun. Like I say, I got a feel for the circuit. As you can see, even more exaggerated in this car. It's quite a bumpy circuit, especially in the braking areas. Obviously, like I say, sort of accentuated in this car because this is, even though it's a Porsche 911, it's the full-blown race version. So the thing's as stiff as hell. We're now on slick tyres. Obviously, we should be going a bit quicker in this car. A little bit more confidence that it will stick in the corners. Obviously, I'm still not going to go crazy. I'm certainly going to push as hard as I feel I can. So yeah, looking forward to this. Sounds pretty cool. Unmistakable flat 6 engine of the Porsche 911. So as we come down, oh yes, bumpy, blimey. Lucky if I have any fillings left at the time. I've done my 3 laps. But anyway, come up into the start-finish straight. Should pretty much shut up now. Which I actually forgot to say on the first car. We have a little comment over the line, so here we go, lap 1. Okay, well that's pretty much the first lap done. Not too bad. A mistake or two, I think. See if we can improve on lap 2. that's the second lap done. That felt a little bit better. Let's see what we can do on lap 3. Okay, well that's it, that's the 3 laps. Oh, that was a lot of fun. This first corner, that completely messed that up on the 3rd lap there. Did you see? Got too much on the curve. Wow, that is quite a tricky corner. Trying to turn right, brake. Also after the long start finish straight. Anyway, yeah, that was a lot of fun. Certainly bumpy, wow, blimey. That on the first lap, I said at the end of the lap I felt I made some mistakes. I'm not sure that I actually made mistakes. It almost felt like I was struggling to keep my foot on the throttle. God, that was bumpy, jeez. Dread to think what the last car is going to be like. Perhaps I'll have to get them to tie my foot to the accelerator so it doesn't jump off. So I'm sure that's what it felt like. My foot was jumping off the accelerator. But wow, it's a shame actually, because it is quite a cool circuit, a cool layout. If it wasn't so bumpy, it's kind of a little bit off-putting actually, the fact it is so bumpy, you know, you kind of, I don't know, lose a little bit of confidence. You know, there is one corner I noticed in this, I don't know whether the car's bottoming out or putting a great big thud as we go through it. Whether it's hitting the ground or what it's doing, but it just, you know, it's a shame really. Like I say, for me anyway, it's a little bit off-putting. Kind of lose a little bit of confidence, but anyway, enough of the excuses for what's going to possibly be 3 rubbish lap times. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm enjoying it. It's a lot of fun. Cool cars. Yeah, you can't moan at the lineup of cars. And strangely enough, I haven't actually been off the circuit yet, so I can't be doing too bad. So we'll get back to our box and see what the lap times were. I'm not expecting them to be particularly consistent. But as long as I was faster than the Mercedes, I'll be happy. I'm sure I was. So let's see. Well, that was a lot of fun. I could have driven some more laps. Anyway, 3 lap times for the 2016 Porsche 911 GT3R are: lap 1, 132.4, lap 2, 133.4, and lap 3, 132.9. Nothing record breaking, I'm afraid, and I'm quite surprised that the first lap was the quickest. Even though with it being so bumpy here, it is quite difficult to actually tell which is a good lap and which is not. But anyway, I'm now going to get ready to drive something faster, so please join me and let's see how I do. Right, okay, so I'm in the third car of the day now, which is the Honda Lola B1183 HPD. I'm all strapped in, I'm ready to go, so I think we'll get it into gear and get out on our outlap. Okay, so this is it, this is the big one. This is a pretty cool car, this, obviously pretty powerful, being as it's a LMP style sports car. Pretty looking forward to this, but also I'm a little bit scared, obviously, with the bumps here and being so bumpy. I'm sure we'll be even worse in this car, but pretty familiar with the layout of the circuit now after the first two cars, which is good, and we'll give this a shot and do what I can. Obviously, as with the other cars, I'm not going to go crazy. Don't really want to put this thing off the road, partly because it will make for a very good video, but also probably do a lot of damage. But obviously I want to try and get 3 complete laps in, but I will push as hard as I can. So I've got my foot strapped to the accelerator. I'm joking. So yeah, let's get serious. And kind of a little bit speechless. I'm kind of a little bit, don't know what to say at the moment. I'm so cocooned in this car, concentrating so much to just try and get round on the outlap. Careful on the throttle. So here we go, as we plant the throttle on the floor, come across the start finish line to start lap 1. Okay, so I've come to finish the first lap. As you can see my little mistake there at the end of the lap. See what we can do on lap 2. As we come to finish the second lap, that felt a bit better. Kept on on the circuit, see what we can do on lap 3. Wow, okay, that's my 3 laps. Oh, that went by pretty quick. Well, this was a bit of a challenge to drive, I've got to say. Wow, yeah, well, what can I say? First lap, 2 wheels on the grass. Managed to keep it going, which was good. But yeah, I think I made a mistake pretty much on all 3 laps. Second and the third lap, I know what my major mistake was, and that was the section we're going to come up to in a minute. It's actually quite difficult to see the curve. Obviously in this car you're a lot lower down, so when we get to it in a second, it wasn't too bad through here. And steering, wow, moving, it's coming down here, this curve on the left there, that's so difficult to see. Because obviously, like I say, you're so much lower down and the curve is actually in a dip. So of course I turned in too early, which then, because I was having to correct myself, kind of put me out of position for the next corners. So yeah, plenty of excuses going on for this one. But wow, yeah, that was a lot of fun though, certainly pretty fast. And yeah, I'm not really quite sure what happened here on the first lap, but I got on the throttle a little bit too early. Very easy to get on the throttle too early in this car, I've got to say. I think there was another corner on lap 3 possibly. I think I might have got on the throttle a little bit early. Nearly put the thing off on the grass or sideways. But anyway, I'm pretty glad that we've made it back to this temporary chicane in the pit lane, and we didn't have to bring the car back on the back of a truck. It's always nice when you've driven the 3 laps and actually drive back into the pit lane yourself under your own steam, as it were. So let's get it back into the box and see what the lap times were. As long as they're faster than the Porsche, I'll be happy. So let's see. Well, that was a lot of fun. I could have driven some more laps. Anyway, the 3 lap times for the Honda Lola B1183 HPD are lap 1, 123.39, lap 2, 122.3, and lap 3, 123.35. Nothing record breaking, I'm afraid, and not particularly consistent either, but I certainly had a lot of fun driving this car. Unfortunately, that is the last car of the day, so no more driving for me today. It's time to take the race suit off and to return to normality. I'm sorry to say that is the end of my driving experience for today. I have driven some great cars, and most of all I've had a lot of fun. So I'll be doing another driving experience at another circuit very soon. I hope you enjoyed the video. and will join me for another driving experience. And of course, please subscribe, like and comment. Have a nice day wherever you are, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.